Howdy hey Camperinos, it's your girl, Woodstock, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these really cool stone macrame necklaces. Now, if you're not super big into jewelry, these could easily be made into keychains as well. And also, if you're not really big on stones or crystals, you could fit any little knickknack or doodad into this cage. I'm going to show you how to do it. They make really good gifts, they're really fun to make, and yeah, let's do it. So these are the materials you're gonna need. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, whatever object you're gonna be putting into your cage. I'm gonna be using this piece of labradorite cat hair, and cording. And this could be any material you want. This could be cotton cord, it could be leather cord, it could even be shoelaces if you want. I feel like that would be pretty cool. I personally like using hemp because I like how sustainable it is, but it's really all up to personal preference. There's no wrong way to do it. And I got this from Michael's for about $5, I think. All right, beautiful friends, you are sitting on a coffee table that is on top of my regular table. I had to jerry rig something so I could record this. So if you see these legs right here, that's what they are. So the first thing that you're gonna do is cut 3 lengths of whatever cord you got, and you're gonna wanna cut them pretty long. Like these are very, very long. I definitely won't need all of the length of these, but it's better to have too much than too little. I have definitely not had enough cording while making one of these before, and it's no fun because then you have to start all over again. If you want to make a keychain, you don't need them to be this long. You're still going to want to make them longer than you think you'll need, but they don't need to be so super long. Of cord, and you're going to fold it in half. We're going to find the ends and make sure that they're even, and then you're gonna, all right, so you have your loop at the end of your first piece, and then you're gonna take another piece of cord and you are going to feed the end through this loop, and then you're gonna find the end of this second piece of cord and you're just going to pull it through and make it tight. And then you're gonna make a knot in this second piece of cord, and you want to make sure that it is about the same length away from the end as the first knot. Just try to make them even. Like that. And then pull it tight, and there you go. That looks pretty even. All right, so you have your 2 pieces of cord. They're best friends, they hang out all the time. And you're gonna take your last piece of cord, you're gonna feed one end through one of the loops, and then you're gonna find the other end. You're gonna find the other end, and you're gonna feed it through the other loop on the other side. So I have one end through one loop, and I'm putting the other end through the other loop. There we go. And then I'm gonna find the ends of this cord, and then I'm gonna pull this one tight. And when you're pulling like this, you're gonna wanna make sure that you go slow just so you don't tangle everything up. There we go. Gonna make these ends even real quick. There we go. All right, so now you have a third piece of cord attached to the 2 besties, and now we're gonna add a third bestie, and we're gonna make another knot in this new piece of cord, just like how we did with the first 2. And try to make it even. There we go. And so now we have our 3 pieces of cord all joined up. All right, so we have the start. It's looking really good. If you are trying to do a keychain instead of a necklace, we're gonna start this differently. So after I show you how to make the necklace, I will show you how to start the keychain. Making the net for the keychain is the same process, but you start it differently. So now you have these 3 knots, and you have 2 cords sticking out of each knot, and you are going to pick one cord from one knot, and you're gonna make it best friends with its neighbor. So you're gonna pick the cord that is sitting next to it on a different knot, on a different cord. Knot? Cord? I didn't sleep well last night. And you're gonna make a knot. And this is all that macrame is. It's just making a whole bunch of knots. Pull that through, and pull it tight. There we go. And then that is what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the way around. So we have this cord, we're gonna pair it up with its neighbor, and then we're just gonna make them besties. Gonna make them best friends. And that's just how you go. That's how you do it for the rest of the way. And you're gonna wanna make sure that they are even with the other knots. If they're not, you can just untie them and do it again. It's not a big deal. But that's how we're gonna do it all the way around. We're gonna find the loose cords and we're gonna pair them up with their neighbors, and then we're gonna make them best friends. All right, we have our second row of knots and it's starting to look really good. So when you're doing this, it's a good idea to take whatever it is that you're gonna be putting into this cage, and you want to fit it in there just to see how things are going, how many more knots you're gonna need, what it's gonna look like. And that just kind of gives you a better sense of where you are and how much longer you're gonna go. So I need about two more rows of knots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is what our pendant is looking like. It's looking really good and it feels pretty tight in this, which is good. That's what you want. So now I am going to take 3 strands on each side and I am going to braid these, and these are going to be the necklace part of the necklace. If you are good at some more complicated knots, feel free to do that. I am not good at those, so I'm just gonna go ahead and braid these. And we're done, my beautiful friends. Look at that, all done. It looks really good. I'm really happy with how it came out. I just went and braided the rest of the cords and just tied it super easy knot at the end. If you really want, if you're afraid of this coming out, you could put some super glue on it. But that's it, and now you know how to do it. And people will ask you, did you make that yourself? And you can be like, yeah, Woodstock taught me. So now if you want to do a keychain, you're gonna do the netting in the cage the same way, but we're gonna start it a little bit differently. So instead of intersecting the 3 cords at the bottom, we're still going to take 3 cords and we're gonna fold them in half. We're gonna fold them in half and we are going to tie a knot at the top. So instead of the 3 cords at the bottom, we're going to tie a knot and make a loop at the top. So here we go. And you see we have a loop right now. And then you just go ahead and knot the cage like how I showed you. And once you're done with knotting the cage, then you can just tie a knot at the end, kind of like how we did at the top right here. And it should look like something like this, except not covered in cat hair, something like this. And then you can just put like a key ring into these loops, and then you're done, you're good. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for making camp so awesome. We love you guys. Thanks, bye-bye.